Hey yogis, my name's Jennifer and this is part of my body sculpting series. Today we're focusing on shoulders, or some people like to call it shoulder boulders. I did a few sets the other day of this exact flow and I was dying. So I hope that you feel the burn and you love it too. Let's get into it.
Begin in child's pose, knees as wide as the mat, arms extended. Here we're going to set an intention. Setting an intention for our practice is important because it takes our mind off the mat. We let go of focusing on the physical and begin to open up to the spiritual. To set an intention, bring your awareness to a quality that you would like to better embrace in your life. For example, I embrace change. I am grateful. I am motivated. I accept myself, etc. Once you've set your intention, inhale, tabletop pose. Raise your left arm high and exhale, thread the needle by swinging your left arm underneath your right arm, palm facing up. Let your left shoulder come all the way down to the mat, rest your cheek, and gently rock your shoulder back and forth. I like to take this time to rub my forehead into my mat, forming a deeper connection with the ground below me. Rise up to tabletop pose. Inhale your right arm high, and exhale, thread the needle on the other side. Rock back and forth. Come up on your knees for a seated version of shoulder sun salutations. Inhale, clasp your hands behind your back and roll your shoulders open. Exhale, release. Inhale, raise your arms above your head. Exhale, press your arms forward away from your body, feeling a good stretch in your shoulder blades. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, release them down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, press them forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, push back. Exhale, release. Inhale, up. Exhale, push forward. Inhale up, exhale, release. Inhale back, exhale, release. Inhale up, exhale forward. Inhale up, exhale, release. Inhale back, and let's relax into tabletop. Tuck the toes and raise your hips high in the air for down dog. Relax your neck. Push away from the shoulders and begin to walk your dog lightly, getting a wake-up stretch in those calves. Inhale, come into a high plank. Exhale, keep your arms straight down. Drop your chest, retracting those shoulder blades, and then press back up to your full extension. We're going to take several repetitions of these, so if you want to pause the video at this point to practice getting these right, feel free to do so. Otherwise, exhale, push back into a down dog. Inhale, roll forward for that high plank, and we'll take 5 of these shoulder blade push-ups again. Make sure that your biceps are facing the front of the room. And then exhale, down dog. Inhale, roll forward to that high plank for 5 more shoulder blade push-ups. Make sure you're keeping your core really tight during these. Exhale, down dog. High plank. 5 more. Resist the temptation to arch your back. Keep it very flat like a board. And down dog. We'll take our last set, high plank. And then exhale back for child's pose. Inhale, return to a high plank and roll over to your right arm for a high side plank. We're going to take a tree variation by grabbing our top left foot and bringing it to the inner edge of our thigh. Press your knee back for stability. Another variation you can take a star, raising that top leg up and extending your arm high. Come back to a high plank, exhale, down dog. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, wild thing pose. Bend your right knee and open up your hips, allowing your right foot to come down to the ground behind you and your left foot to twist to the side. rotating your upper body toward the sky and swinging your left arm up over your head, pointing it over the crown of your head. If you haven't done Wild Thing before, you may need to watch me do that again. That's just fine. Exhale, swing that top arm back around and take a down dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, open up on your right for a side plank. Grab your top right foot for a tree variation, or raise it straight up in the air for a star in side plank. Come back to high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, that right leg high. Bend at the knee, opening up your hips, and gradually let it come down behind you as you twist your left foot to point sideways. Bring your right arm above your head and gaze backward. We'll now do that same sequence again. Roll from a high plank into a side plank on your right arm. Tree into side plank pose. Star. Come back to a high plank and exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg high, Wild Thing pose. Roll over through your planks onto the other side. Grab your top right foot for a tree variation, or raise it straight up in the air for a star in side plank. Star pose in side plank. High plank, down dog. Inhale that right leg high, and then Wild Thing. We'll end in high plank, and now we're going to begin a fun inversion. It's called Salomba Sharvangasana, or supported shoulder stand. Flip over onto your back and place your feet on the ground in front of you, knees up. Keep a space between your chin and your chest. On an inhale, use your abdominals to lift your legs and hips off the floor and bring your knees towards your face. Bend your elbows on the ground and use them to support your lower back, raising your legs, and try to bring your shoulders, hips, and feet into one line. The lower on your back you can bring your hands, the taller you can go. As you do this pose, keep your gaze looking up with your head and neck in line with your spine. Do not turn your head. To bring more energy into this pose, slowly lower one leg towards your head and then the other. Doing this pose properly is harder than it looks, and it's something I'm still working to perfect. Gently put a bend in your knees and bring them back toward your face. Then release back to the ground and join me cross-legged on your mat. We'll take eagle arms by swinging your right arm underneath your left and wrapping it around, raising your elbows and get a good shoulder stretch here. Do the same thing on the other side, swinging your left arm underneath your right and wrapping it. Now let's take a high plank and dive straight into high to low planks with alternating arms. It's like those ones you used to do in PE class. Believe it or not, they're great for your shoulders. And it's not just great for building shoulder muscles, it's also really good for strengthening the bones in your arms, preventing any sort of decay or breakage at an older age. Exhale back for down dog. Inhale, come back for high to low planks. You know the drill. Exhale, down dog. And we'll do it again. Do this at your own speed, but definitely try to push yourself. Exhale, down dog. You've got one more after this. Really push it. Feel the burn, and if you're not feeling a burn, go a little bit faster. Make sure you're alternating your arms for equal strength. Exhale, down dog. And we'll do this one last time. You've got this. Exhale, down dog. And then sink back for child's pose. Bring your elbows up on the mat, shoulder width apart. You can check this by touching the opposite hands to your elbows. And then rise up for dolphin pose by coming up on your elbows and raising your hips into the air. Dolphin push-ups are actually one of the biggest secrets for tight shoulder definition. Simply lean forward, bringing your chin as far past your hands as you can, and then push it straight back to dolphin pose. Get as many in as you can here. We're going to take a halfway break by pushing back into dolphin's pose, and then raise our right leg high into the air. Lower it back down, then raise your left leg high into the air. Continue with your dolphin push-ups, and we're going to do at least 10 here. Readjust as you need to. If you can hit more than 10, good for you. If not, keep pushing through. You can do this. Push your arms back for down dog, and let's place the back of our right hand across our left ankle. Peek your head out and feel a deep shoulder stretch here. You've deserved it. Switch to the other side. Come back to down dog. Meet me in tabletop pose. And then let's lie on our bellies, crisscrossing our arms, and use the weight of our upper body to push down into our shoulders. I love this one. Switch your arms, bringing that other one on top. Really breathe into the stretch here. I'd like to introduce you to something that often gets missed in shoulder workouts: the rear delt. For perfectly rounded shoulders, we're going to lie on our bellies with our arms up in a T, lifting our chest and thighs off the mat. Keep your head looking down and raise your arms up behind you. Really squeeze at the top. You should begin to feel this at the back of your shoulders. Squeeze up, squeeze up. You got it. We're going to begin to circle our arms in one direction, and we're going to really work on height more than width. Feel the burn, and then circle them in the other direction. Well done. Well done. Clasp your hands behind your back, then exhale, release, take a quick child's pose, and then meet me seated on your mat. That was awesome. Bring one arm across our chest now. And then exhale, switch arms. Lying on our mat, we'll conclude our shoulder session with Shavasana. Bring your feet wider than hip distance. Relax your arms with your palms face up. Gently shut your eyes. Take a deep inhale from the nose, and then exhale out your mouth. We'll take a full body scan. Relax your toes, your ankles, your knees, your thighs, your hips. Notice the movement of your belly as you inhale and exhale. Notice the movement of your chest as you inhale and exhale. Relax your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Soften the neck, jaw, tongue, allowing your lips to part slightly. Feel your eyes become heavy. This is a time to completely let go. Let go of tension in your body and in your mind. Surrender to the peace and safety that surrounds you. And whatever distractions surface, allow a soft smile to send them away. Return to your breath as you find healing in this pose. Inhale your arms over your head as if it's your first stretch in the morning. And then meet me seated on your mat. Place your palms on your knees, face up. You did a great job today. Make your Namaste Mudra, bringing your thumbs to your third eye for intuition, to your mouth for truth, and to your heart for compassion. Namaste.
Awesome. I hope that you guys loved that video as much as I loved putting it together. If you have any comments or suggestions for future videos, go ahead and leave it below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.